Hey there viewers, suffering from diarrhea? It's normal to get sick once in a while. It's often tummy trouble rearing its ugly head. Diarrhea can be pretty hard to deal with, especially when you don't know what to eat. In today's video, we'll be talking about 9 foods to avoid when you have diarrhea. You'll be surprised to find whole grains are on that list. Fruits and dairy aren't diarrhea friendly either. But what about high fiber foods? Can you eat oatmeal? We'll be talking about all of these and more. Number 1. Most fruits except banana. If you're a fruit lover, I have a bit of bad news for you. Most fruits are a big no-no when you're suffering from diarrhea. But fruits are all natural. How come natural foods are a no-go? Well, the answer is in the laxative effect they produce on your body. Most raw fruits are non-binding. This means that they have a laxative effect on your bowel, and unfortunately, your bowel is already inflamed and irritated due to diarrhea. You don't want to aggravate it further, right? But hey, not all fruits are banned. Bananas and applesauces are great as they provide relief from diarrhea symptoms. They bind up your bowel contents, firming up your stool. As a result, it won't be as watery. Ever heard of the brat diet? That's what it's called. B for bananas, R for rice, A for applesauce, and T for toast. This brat diet has been around for a long time. There are better options available, but brat still remains popular. Bland foods like bananas, applesauce, and chicken soup are excellent food options when you have diarrhea. Do you like eating bland foods? What's your favorite? Share your preferences with the Bestie community in the comments below. Number 2. Whole grains except oats. What? Whole grains on a not to eat list? Aren't whole grains supposed to be the healthiest foods around? Well, yeah. And you're right about the whole grains being healthy, but you certainly shouldn't eat them when you have diarrhea. The reason behind this is you're trying to reduce the bulk in your stool. Because diarrhea means you already have more than enough bulk. Whole grains add to this bulk. So what should you switch to if whole grains aren't an option? You'd be surprised to know refined foods are recommended during this time. That's because refined grains like white rice and bread calm your bowel and ease diarrhea. When your diarrhea stops, you can switch back to the healthy whole grain foods. Wait, there's an exception here as well. You don't need to skip oatmeal. It's great for managing diarrhea thanks to the soluble fiber. This attracts water and turns into a gel during digestion. As a result, digestion of food slows down and you can find relief from diarrhea. Number 3. Dairy products. Milk, cheese, and other dairy products can worsen your diarrhea. In fact, they're worse to eat when you're sprinting to the toilet every few minutes. Steer clear of full-fat dairy products like yogurt and whole milk. That's because fatty foods further aggravate diarrhea symptoms. Not just this, dairy products also have lactose in them. Your bowel is irritated and inflamed due to diarrhea. This natural sugar lactose found in dairy products is a bit troublesome to digest for an already irritated bowel. Still, if you feel you can't live without yogurt and cheese, go for the low-fat versions. It'll rebalance your gut bacteria. It'll help increase the population of good bacteria in your gut. Milk lovers can continue to enjoy their favorite drink after adding lactose drops to it. These drops help your bowel digest lactose better when suffering from diarrhea. Number 4. Processed foods. I don't think you want to eat hot dogs and pizza when you're experiencing diarrhea, but for the daredevils who want to adventure, processed foods will do the trick. These foods are heavily loaded with fats, spices, and trans fats. All of these irritate your gut further. High amounts of fat in processed foods set off your digestive system. You'll need to take a clean break from fries, chips, and processed foods like salami. But that doesn't mean you need to give up meat altogether. Bone broth is excellent. Chicken breast and turkey are great. Bland foods like white toast soothe your irritated bowel and relieve your diarrhea. Number 5. Beans. One of the biggest misconceptions about diarrhea is that you need to eat more fiber to get relief from watery stools. People think that fiber will bind the stool and prevent loose, watery bowel movements. But the opposite happens. High-fiber foods will make your diarrhea worse. Instead, you should eat psyllium husks because it has soluble fiber. Wait, what? Didn't we just say go low fiber for diarrhea? Well, soluble fiber is different. It binds with water to form a gel-like consistency and increases the bulk in your stool. As a result, you'll find relief from loose stools. Psyllium husk does this with perfection. You won't constipate either. This is like most people after the diarrhea goes away. Before we move ahead, here's another video you might like. Nuts are great for your health, but not all nuts are created equal. You can eat some regularly, while certain nuts aren't that great for your daily diet. Watch this video to learn more about the 6 nuts you should eat and the 6 you shouldn't. Number 6. Caffeine. If you want to stop those midnight sprints to the bathroom, you might need to give up your favorite drink. Remember how your morning cup of coffee makes your bowels go? Now imagine what it would do if you were already experiencing bouts of diarrhea. Coffee has caffeine that stimulates your bowel movements. In fact, it spurs your bowel to contract, which can make your diarrhea even more painful. Avoid all sorts of caffeinated beverages when you're struggling with diarrhea. This means no coffee, sodas, or tea. Instead of these caffeine-loaded drinks, opt for plain water. If it sounds too boring, add a flavor to the magical drink by putting in a lemon and cucumber slices. You do need to drink lots of water since diarrhea causes dehydration. Choose water over caffeine, rehydrate your body, and say goodbye to the bowel irritation. Number 7. Alcohol. So you're getting diarrhea and want to drink your favorite wine or whiskey? Well, you'd have to be one special person. Before you reach out for alcohol, wait and think. Alcohol drains water from your body. In short, it causes dehydration. So alcohol will be causing dehydration while diarrhea is already stripping your body of water. I'll leave the rest to your imagination. You know what to do. But just remember, alcohol is also strong on your gut. It irritates the lining of your digestive tract. Instead of alcohol, reach out for electrolyte replacement drinks like Oral Rehydration Solution, ORS. ORS replenishes lost electrolytes, keeping you hydrated. You can opt for other healthy drinks like herbal teas, decaffeinated drinks, gelatin, and popsicles. But broths are the best thanks to the nutrients they offer, along with electrolytes. You can try green tea for relief from diarrhea. Studies have found green tea to be very effective in easing symptoms. It can even help treat stomach ulcers. If you're distressing from pain and want to relax your intestinal muscles, try peppermint tea. It can even help with nausea and vomiting. Preparing this tea is very simple. Crush a few peppermint leaves and then let them steep in hot water. You can also get ready-made peppermint tea bags from your local grocery store. But if you want to drink one tea especially effective in reducing diarrhea symptoms, opt for black tea. You'll be surprised by the results. Experts believe black tea helps improve the volume, frequency, and consistency of bowel movements. Number 8. Artificial sweeteners and sugary foods. Are you fond of sugary foods like candies and chocolates? You need to skip them for a few days until your bouts of diarrhea subside. Sugar can make your diarrhea worse by passing into the colon and disturbing healthy bacteria. High-sugar fruits and juices are always a big no when struggling from watery stools. Artificial sweeteners are just as bad as they have a laxative effect on your gut. Number 9. High-fiber foods. Most people think eating foods like beans actually helps as it firms up your stool. Believe it or not, foods with too much fiber make diarrhea worse. What you want to focus on is low-fiber foods. Have some green beans instead. Other low-fiber veggies include lettuce, tomatoes, and zucchini. This will satisfy your stomach as well. If you're getting diarrhea often, it takes a toll on your gut and colon. Are you taking the right precautions to keep them healthy? A healthy gut is essential to your physical health. Similarly, a clean colon is equally important. Here's how you can get both. Watch 11 ways to clean gut bacteria. You can also try 14 effective ways to maintain a healthy colon. Go ahead and click one. Better yet, watch both. Do you eat any of these foods regularly? Do you get diarrhea often? Let us know in the comments below.